それでは続いての発表に移ります。続いての発表は No.2 N.E.R.F.S。プレゼンテーションタイトルは N.E.R.F.S Navigation of N.E.R.F.S Rescue Float System for Network Transportation です。私たちのチームは専門分野の異なる7人の情熱的なメンバーで構成されています。2019年に3人のメンバーでチームを結成して以来、基盤となる製品技術に AI とオートメーションを活用し開発を行ってきました。新型コロナのパンデミックに直面しながらもメンバー全員で協力し、革新的かつ有益なソリューションの開発にこぎつけました。S ブースターの専門家からご支援をいただき、チームの目標を実現できることを願っていますということです。それでは Please start the presentation.
Good afternoon and konnichiwa, 皆さん。And I am Omar from Malaysia, and I'll be representing my team, N.E.R.F, a navigation and early rescue flood system for network transportation. But before I go any further, I would like to share you about my experience in 2019. As you can see on the slide, my car was involved in a flood due to flash flood. And it has caused me a really big headache because it cost me a lot of money just to fix the damage. Until today, me and my team was so surprised that this problem still happens. It is not just in Malaysia, but also it's a global issue because of climate change, and this value is the number of people being affected in the previous year. If no action is being taken to solve the problem, about 450 million people will be affected by year 2050. So what's the problem? The problem is that first, the warning system is not working properly due to communication disruption. And this causes no emergency planning can be done and no evacuation solution can be carried out immediately. So here at N.E.R.F, we would like to provide a technological solution that utilizes four elements. The first one is satellite, IoT, plus navigation, and AI for route optimization to generate the fastest and safest route to an evacuation center to the road user. And here is our N.E.R.F architecture. We have our ground device that can detect air pressure, temperature, humidity, and flash flood. In the event of flash flood, our alarm will be triggered. And because we are utilizing Sony's presence as our main board, we are able to receive GNSS and EWS from QZSS satellite. And not just that, on number 2, our system also receives satellite map and GIS data to ensure that the location for the evacuation is not being flooded. Number 1 and number 2 go to number 3, an AI centralized monitor plus IoT platform. Here is our EWS decoded message that's in real time. And on the right side is the IoT platform that shows all the data being sent to our monitor that can be monitored by the local authorities. In the event of flash flood, our system will generate a route generation to the road user, to the evacuation center. And if the road user are unable to evacuate, they can request for help and their location will be sent to the rescue team. And to avoid any communication disruption, our device will be placed 5 kilometers between each other and communicate using LoRaWAN. And here is the global system benefit. The first one is that it's safe property. Number 2 is that it's reduced cost. Number 3 is save life. Here, in 2050, 5.6 trillion USD will be lost due to flash flood. Imagine if only 1% of this loss we can reduce, how much benefit and profit can be made. Here is our competitive advantage. Our advantage is that we are a flood mitigation strategy for specialized in transportation, for utilizing satellite information for urban areas compared to pre-existing competitors. And here is our target sectors. For B2B, we are targeting local authorities. For such places, for here, like Tokyo Shiyakusho. And automotive, most probably like Honda and Mitsubishi. And agriculture and also insurance company. we provide not just the product, but also the maintenance package. And for B2C, we are targeting road users and motorists. They have to subscribe to our subscription fee. And next, our business model. First, we have the product, and then the data monetization, that's the prediction model. Number 3 is that subscription-based for flood hazard map for industries. And here's the market value opportunities. The market value in 10 years will grow about 6.2%, from 180 million to 360 million. And our group consists of 7 unique individuals to push this mission forward to make this a reality. N.E.R.F is your urban flash solution that's aligned with 3 SDGs. And we would like to open anyone or any NGOs or any bodies to help us in making this a benefit for the whole world. Thank you. ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much for a great presentation. それでは引き続き、はい、それでは Mr. William Su, please.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bang, I think this is a very good concept. And you're right, absolutely. I think there's a lot of cities in very high demand. I think from your experience, conceptually, when you deploy this conversion of the solution, are you able to define the area of affected, in terms of the affected area, those kind of data that has been measured, quantified, okay? How are you, when you talk about monetization, right? So those affected area that will provide the value to your customer, how would the customer see this as a mitigation strategy? Is this the area that is affected, or the number of times, or actually how the flood will actually, the water itself, in terms of the impact of the area, and after flood, how fast this water is being subsided out of the flooding area?
Okay, thank you for the good question. First of all, I would like to say that by using our system, and we are able to know whether or not that place is being flooded or not. That's the one thing. And if the place is being flooded, it will help a lot of industries, not just the transportation. For transportation, they can firstly mitigate any car that goes to the place. But for businesses, for example, agriculture or any other businesses, they will know whether or not that place will be flooded during what time, and they can activate any sewage to open their sewage so that the flood can go other ways. Or they can develop technology to avoid a flood to happen in the future. And another one is that for businesses such as agriculture, there also can be for new people who want to do businesses and those who already are in businesses. For those who are already in business, who already want to start their businesses, they can see our data to ensure that, okay, this place we cannot do business because it's a lot of flood. For pre-existing area, they can use our data to expand their businesses for that kind of places. And for data monetization, else is that when we deploy our product for future, for example, like 4 or 5 years, we have a lot of data. In that moment, we can sell depending on how long our data, so that means that we can give a more higher rate. So this depends on what the customer wants for our data. Thank you.
Thank you very much for a great question. それでは続きまして、Mr. Brother John Krish。すみません、先頭の、はい、お願いいたします。
Thank you. It was a great presentation, and this is one of the biggest problems we face in India too.
Yes.
Very recently in Bangalore, where I come from, there was a massive flood, and for 15 days, people could not get into their homes.
Okay.
I'm talking about very high-end communities, gated communities. So the practical problem is these kind of flash floods come without a warning.
Yes, without warning. Yes, correct.
So, what is it that you do to prevent this? Because there is a huge potential in India. for what you're doing.
Yes.
So the biggest problem right now is to warn in
Yes.
advance.
Correct. Yes.
So do you have anything like
Yes.
that? Have you deployed it? Have you tested it?
Yes. Actually, we already have a pilot study in Kuala Lumpur, and it's already able to give a direct message to the road users directly to their smartphone for the evacuation route to the place that is fastest and safest according to where our device is, so that we can go to the place that have not been flooded, so that can they escape to that place. So it's already we already have that kind of technology, yes, currently. So it's for us that is the biggest thing that we want to tackle: immediate evacuation. Yes, thank you for the question.
Yeah, even basically we also deploy this product is around 5 kilometers. So they can communicate to each, even though there is a disruption in terms of communication.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry, this is the time to wrap up. すみません。お時間の都合により以上をもちまして、プレゼンテーション質疑応答のお時間終了とさせていただきます。後ほどお時間ありましたら直接ご質問いただきたいなと思っております。それでは皆様、大きな拍手でお送りください。お疲れ様でした。
どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.